Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new, please hit subscribe. If you've been here before, hit the thumbs up button. Today, we're going to take a look at videos from people who are suffering from social awkwardness. Back when I was a kid, we had game because that was the only way you could procreate. Now, I guess you guys just aren't gonna procreate, but let's see what you guys are going through.
I just passed this group of people, and there was a guy with clearly his son, young son, up on his shoulders, and I had to make it weird and said, I don't even know how this flew out of my mouth. I said, can I get a ride? That's not weird at all. Like the visual. And he just said no.
That is awesome. Carrying on.
I want to know what I realized today. The reason I have such a hard time communicating with other adults is because I don't feel like an adult. I still feel like a literal child. So for me, talking to other adults is weird because I'm not an adult. But I am an adult. I'm 25. But when I talk to somebody my age or older than me, in my mind, I'm like, they're a grown-up. I'm not a grown-up. Their opinion's more valuable. That's not true, even if I was a child. But
I think that's common. I think when I was in my 20s, I felt like people that were slightly older than me were adults, whereas I still felt like I was like a teen or what have you. She looks very young. I think what's bothering her now is going to become a strength. She looks like the type that's going to stay young for a long time, or at least young looking.
If you go through the problem of like shit be awkward when you're talking to a female, I got you, bro. You feel me? Stop trying to be like something and just be yourself, bro. You gotta be comfortable in your own skin for real. And that goes to number two, bro. Number two, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin, bro. The moment you become comfortable in your own skin.
Wasn't that number one? Wasn't number one be comfortable in your own skin? And now number two is be comfortable in your own skin? This is kind of awkward.
It's the moment, bro, that she can get comfortable with you, bro. You feel me? It's all about her getting comfortable with you and opening up to you. You feel me? Feel me? And look, I'm smooth with it because that's the third one, bro. You got to be confident, bro. Look, you got to be confident in yourself, bro. Look, you got to think, bro. When a bitch look at you, you got to be like, oh, yeah, that hoe finna be took, bro. You feel me? Oh, yeah, I just made eye contact with her. Shit, she want me. You gotta assume every girl in the world wants you, bro. That's what I think, bro. You feel me? And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. And if she don't want you, then she blocking her blessings. That's what I think. Like, she just missing out on this blessing. You feel me?
He does seem confident. I used to have friends back in the day that would ask out 100 girls, knowing that there was going to be at least 10 of them that said yes. So the more attempts you try, you might just get lucky. Keep going. Keep trying. Don't give up.
I hate being a socially awkward black girl, especially a pretty socially awkward black girl, because I I have anxiety, and then they assume and they tell me this, that they thought that I was gonna be mean, they thought I was gonna be a bitch before they met me, and I'm like, I haven't even done anything. I walked into the room, sat down silently, and minded my business. I'm pretty sure every roommate I've ever had thought that I was a bitch, but I'm just awkward. I don't know what to say. I'm working on it. Please.
She seems like the type that after she gets to know you, she probably does, become a little bit more easy to talk to. I think a lot of times people think these ways about people because of all the videos we watch on TikTok and YouTube. They paint certain people in a bad light when in reality, there's a lot of really nice people out there that are sometimes shy. All right, this guy looks like he's straight from the 70s. It says, How to Stop Being Awkward Around Women. I have a feeling this is going to be awkward.
So most of the time when you're talking to a woman that you do not really find attractive, whether it's your best friend or your sister or something like that, you don't really become awkward around them. Sometimes you may act awkward or say something that's awkward, but the nervousness and awkwardness usually comes from talking to a woman that you find very attractive. You're not able to be yourself, you're not able to let the conversation flow, and you're not able to pick up on anything. This is because you're putting her above you in terms of attractiveness. You are more attractive than her, so you need to know that. Awkwardness usually stems from being nervous and responding to whatever she may say or not knowing what to say because you are nervous or anxious. Here's a few tips. So the first tip, like I said, is not to put her above you in terms of attractiveness or importance. Being able to truly let go and flow with your personality and who you are enables the girl to be able to let go because women will typically follow what the man's dynamic is that he creates. If the dynamic that you're putting out there is that you're responding in an awkward way and you're being awkward, she is probably going to not feel the most comfortable around you. So it stems from the way that you think. If you think that you are awkward, you are going to be awkward, or if you think that the situation is going to be awkward, it will follow most likely. Start assuming and thinking positive thoughts like this interaction is going to go great. She likes me. For example, if you're texting her beforehand, before a meetup, think that you are being texted from her because she finds you attractive. Start envisioning things going well in between you guys.
Okay, so I like how he's saying think positive thoughts and things might be good for you. But the reality is you're supposed to be awkward when you're first meeting somebody that you actually like. And if they like you, they're going to see that awkwardness as charming. As a matter of fact, a lot of times people, when they're married, they'll say, "Oh my God, when I first met my husband, he was so awkward, but he was adorable." And then usually the guy will say something like, "Oh my God, I thought she was going to be so snobby and stuck up, but she was actually really down to earth and cool." Take advantage of your awkwardness. People love the lovable nerd or loser, whatever you want to call it. People love that guy. You ever seen movies? People love that guy. Take advantage of it.
Walking weird when you're out in public. This is one of the ways that anxiety can show up in people's lives and make them feel self-conscious and awkward about doing very normal things like walking around or having a conversation or just standing there with your friends. You might feel like you're doing something wrong by just being there. If I say, hey, just walk normal, and then you start to think about yourself walking, it's like, wait a minute, how do I do that again? Right? Because you've always been walking normal. You've always been standing there normally. But when you start to analyze it, suddenly a subconscious behavior that you're doing naturally becomes conscious. And you don't really know how to do it. The key is to get out of your head and to focus your attention on the present moment around you. Basically, if you think and think and think about your feelings and your thoughts and your body and how are you doing and yourself and me, it just starts to make you feel bad. And the idea here is to have a practice, maybe a meditation practice, maybe some kind of therapeutic practice, where you spend your focus on the outside world. Out here, what is the other person saying? What is that tree?
I feel really worried about young people. They don't know how to walk. They don't know how to talk. This social awkwardness used to happen to one or two people in a 30-room classroom. Apparently, it's invaded all parts of young society now. Guys, the key to being a social giant is just to go out and communicate with people and learn how to get better at it through practice. I think the world we live in is so phone oriented. When I was young, we used to go to the mall and hang out, and you would meet people and you would learn how to communicate to guys and girls. Apparently, that just doesn't happen. I'm super worried. No wonder our populations are falling off a cliff.
And I am very awkward and shy. And I realized that today when I was in a room full of other people, and I was just like, wow, girl, wow, you are weird. You are weird. Look, and it's like I have personality. Like I'm funny, I'm cool, I'm cute or whatever, but when I get around people, I don't know what to do. Like, I literally do not know what to do first. What do you do?
I think the number one thing you got to do is you got to remember that not only are you a little socially awkward naturally when you're young, but that means that more than likely the person you like is also socially awkward, excuse me. How many guys probably wanted to talk to this girl, but because they felt socially awkward, they were afraid to? This girl needs somebody to come up to her and say, "Hey, you look good today. Go ahead and give me your number so you don't lose it. I'll call you later to make sure you still have it," right? Go out there and meet people. You guys are going to be great at it, but you got to try.
Me. So basically, like, I'll see somebody I know in public and I really cannot even talk. But when I'm with my mama or like somebody I know well, I'm able to really just cut up and be myself. But I feel like I'm so socially awkward, and I don't try to be. I be feeling so bad because I can't say hey or be like, how you been or whatnot. I just be feeling like I'm not accepted by them. Like, I gotta warm up to people first.
But they be wanting you to say something. I can tell how they looking at us like,
I be wanting to say something too, but I be letting my anxiety get the better of me because I'm naturally a loud person. Like, you know how I am. I just have my mama buttermilk business. I call my mama buttermilk business when she was getting out the car. But like, I'm naturally like a funny person. But when it's like people I know or haven't seen in a long time, I cannot. It's crippling anxiety. Like, I ran away from my best friend in the Walmart one time because I was so having anxiety. Like,
her big ass getting her fish sandwich.
Now, I want you to think about something. I think this girl could get any guy she wants or any girl she wants if she goes that way. But she did one thing that was super impressive that you probably didn't even notice. When she started laughing and giggling, it immediately made her mom or whoever that other lady in the car, it made her laugh and giggle too. Laughing is infectious. And I guarantee you there's probably a million guys that are seeing her thinking, oh my God, I can't believe she's socially awkward because I'm socially awkward. I'm telling you, all she has to do is that joke, be bubbly, smile and laugh, and you'd be amazed at how many people will be attracted to you. For the girls, not necessarily you guys.
So bloody socially awkward. So we're just in the like little corner shop, and I really fancied some magic stars because if you know, you know. And took him to the counter. There was a massive queue behind me, otherwise I might have said something. He scanned them. $2.65, please. I'm sorry, what? Did I pay for him? Yes. So I'm fucking stupid and I'm too awkward to say no. Why am I so bloody socially awkward? So we're just in the like little corner shop, and I really.
This is hilarious. So the reason I let it go through and stop again and then start again is because behind her, I think her daughter or some 5 or 6-year-old little girl is following her. That is hilarious. That's awkward right there. Ma'am, can you quit doing a video for TikTok and be in your child's life?
I'm not rude. I don't have resting bitch face. I'm actually very shy. I be trying to figure this shit out. I be trying to scope the scene. Like, can I be cool in this motherfucker? Can I be Jasmine in this motherfucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not mean. I'm actually one of the friendliest people you'll ever fucking meet. But I'm shy, so I be thinking all type of shit in my head. And then large settings overwhelm me a little bit. And I don't know if that's like a trauma thing or like what that's about. But I really don't like places where there's a large amount of people. Like, they really make me like feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of being in crowded rooms with tons of people either. So if that describes you to a T, let us know down below. I think that's common.
Being socially awkward as an adult. I was socially awkward as a kid too, but of course it was like less fear then. But as I am preparing for my company meeting in 2 weeks, I'm realizing like this really is a thing for me. For the first time since I started this job, I will be in a room full of my coworkers for 2 days in a row. Any normal person would be like, girl, what's the problem with that? The problem is I am socially awkward. I'm extremely shy. Initiating a conversation is a struggle. Hell, having a conversation, holding a conversation is a struggle for me. This is nothing new for me. Like, I've made it through life being socially awkward, but I think I'm starting to get really anxious the closer that I get to this meeting. I've only met my team via Zoom. Granted, we talk 2 times a week, but I've only met my boss in person, and that was 1 time. My company is great. My team is great. The people are great. I am the problem. I'm the nervous wreck. I'm the one who fears that I'm going to be awkward. For the last few days, I've pictured it going 1 or 2 ways. First, my boss could either take me under her wing, introduce me to all the people, initiate all the conversations, and I just gotta go with the flow. Or she could very much throw me to the wolves. I'll have to initiate the conversation myself, ask you what you're doing for the weekend, how's your dog, how's your family. Like, it's giving very much panic attack, social anxiety. I'm very much excited and nervous all at the same time. And there's like Q&A segments throughout. The CEO is gonna randomly pick people to give their thoughts and ideas, and it's like, what if they pick me? This is very nerve-wracking. I pre-wrote all my speeches and my notes, but it's like, do I go with the flow, read my notes? Like, I don't know.
She is naturally cute. She naturally has a really good aura about her, right? She seems like she has a really cool nature about her. She already said the perfect introduction. I love my job. I love my team. They are all great. It's finally nice to get a chance to meet you all in person. Is that a perfect meeting for her, right? She literally told us that halfway through the video. She goes, I love my job. My team is great. Tell them, say, hey, I'm glad to finally get a chance to meet you in person. Speaking of meeting you, I'm hoping that this is the first time that you've seen my videos, but I'm hoping it's not the last. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, come back again tomorrow. We'll watch some more videos together. Have a good night.